He says in verse 9, if you confess with your mouth Jesus as Lord and believe in your heart that God has raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For with the heart a person believes, resulting in righteousness, but with the mouth he confesses, resulting in salvation. So guess what? He's talking about you opening your mouth. Notice, when you believe, you are made righteous. That is, you get saved in the way we use it. You're on your way to heaven. But he says with your mouth, that is, public identification, is where you get deliverance. You adjusted. We live in a world where Christians are asking God to adjust so we can make folk happy in the culture. Sure, we ought to be sensitive. Sure, we ought to be kind, compassionate, loving. To not do that is also not to do what he says. But you do not do that by jettisoning truth. To placate, having been justified by faith, you're saved. He says we shall be saved or delivered by his life. So you're already saved, but his involvement with you in history is tied to your confession of him. And then he says in Romans 10:13, it says, anyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. In other words, you can't call if you can't confess. If you can't confess, don't bother to pray. 1 Corinthians 1 verse 2 talks about the saints in Corinth who call upon the name of the Lord. Acts chapter 7 verse 59, it says when Stephen was ready to die, he called on the name of the Lord and saw Jesus standing on the right hand side of the heavens. If you won't confess, don't bother to call, because he has no obligation to folks who deny him.